What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about NVDY and how much it takes to make $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month from this fund. So if you're not familiar with what this fund is, it is a high option income strategy ETF managed by YieldMax. It's been getting a lot of popularity recently. Let's go ahead and look at the numbers here. So they recently just paid a dividend. Actually, today, the ex-dividend date was yesterday, and the payment date was today, and they paid $1.18 per share. And if we look at the calculator here, let's pull this up. Okay, so $1.18 a share, right? So if we want to make, obviously, $1,000 a month, you're going to take whatever your desired monthly income is and divide it by $1.18. So we're going to need 847 shares to make $1,000 a month if they continued to pay this amount. Currently, NVDY is trading in between $24.46 and $24.53. So let's go on the high side, $24.53 times $24.53. It's going to take an investment of $20,000, $20,788 to purchase 847 shares. 847.45 times 1.18. It's going to get you close to that $1,000 level. So let's just double this here. So $2,500 divided by 1.18. $2,500 is a lot of money. And in order to receive that, if NVDY continues to pay out, $1.18 per share, it's going to cost us, this times, what was the number we used? It was $24.53 times 24.53. So $51,000. So you can see the first one was right around 21K, 20.788. And the next one is almost $52,000. So this number is going to get bigger, but once again, this is monthly income. Like this can replace your job potentially. And then let's jump to $5,000. So $5,000 per month divided by $1.18. 4,237 shares multiplied by 24.53. So in order to create a passive income stream from NVDY that pays you $5,000 a month or $60,000 per year. Disclaimer, if they can continually pay that $1.18 per share, it's going to take an investment of $103,000, almost $104,000 in order to purchase 4,237 shares of NVDY. So pretty massive. The last one we're going to look at here is $10,000 divided by $1.18. It's going to take 8,000 shares, 8,474. Let's just round it up, 8,474.57 times 24.53. So in order to make $10,000 per month at today's price and today's current distribution rates, it's going to take an investment of $207,000 and $881 to purchase 8,474 shares of NVDY. So now that we know that, you're going to make $120,000 a year. If you have this capital just sitting around, boom, it can be possible if NVDY can continually pay $1.18 per month. Now you can see this number is very volatile, right? It's changing every single month. YieldMax is selling covered call, synthetic covered call options on this underlying NVIDIA. NVIDIA by itself is very volatile. So this number is going to vary. So all that data I just provided you, it's assuming that they're able to continually pay this. So you can see last month was $1.02, $1.09, $1.35. That's actually better than that. $1.25, $2.47, $2.56, $2.60. I'm not sure why those months were very, different. There might have been a split. Don't quote me on that. and then $1.53. With all that being said, anytime a fund distributes this much in distributions, you have to understand the fact that there's going to be NAV erosion, right? So let's go ahead and look at, let me switch screens here, totalrealreturns.com. It's a great resource I like to use. And let's put in NVDY. NVDY. Let's shrink this down. And copy this over. Not what I want to do. Vanguard, great brokerage, but not what I want to talk about today. Make this a little bit bigger. And you can see year to date, including the dividend reinvested, it's 110%. So pretty massive. Now, obviously, comparing to NVIDIA is up 184%. So there's a pretty significant difference there. But you can't really compare these types of funds, right? Because this is an income fund. This is not an income fund. It's an actual underlying asset. So just keep that in mind. This is also inflation adjusted, so it's off a little bit. 117, 192. So yeah, that's kind of some of the data there I wanted to show. But yeah, so that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Looked at some numbers, looked at how much money it takes to make $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, $10,000 per month from NVIDIA. Roughly over $200,000 invested in NVIDIA at today's price with the current dividend of $1.18 will get you to that $10,000 mark. Now, will it pay you that same amount the following month? I don't know, because this number is, changing quite a lot of volatility, like we mentioned. And what are these funds going to do in a bear market? We've been in a bull market. It's been pretty easy to do well in a bull market. How are they going to perform in a bear market? So we'll see. Definitely disclaimer, do your own research. Make sure you understand the risk of this fund. It's underperformed NVIDIA. Clearly, you can see right here in the data from. Actually, this is some bad data. Let me take this back. All right, guys. So this is from January 2nd through Friday, December 6th. As you can see, NVIDIA is up 187% compared to NVDY, which is 124.6. This is not inflation adjusted. You can see at the top, I changed that. But yeah, so it's underperformed, but still it's had a pretty massive year. It's an income fund, so it's hard to really compare it apples to apples to NVIDIA, just because they're selling at the money, covered calls, synthetic positions to create income. They're not really worried about the growth. You're just naturally going to get the growth from purchasing the long call options to sell covered call options against it. So with all that being said, do your research, make sure you understand the risk of this fund, and let me know what you think down below if you're a fan of this fund, NVDY.